Good morning, my friends. How are all of you today? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my beautiful rideshare revolutionaries. Welcome back to the rideshare bums. And welcome back to the insignificant trolls that populate my channel. It's me, Gio, the leader of the rideshare revolution. The rideshare rockstar. The captain of the 2K club. The most hated, the most vilified, and the realest, the funniest, the handsomest, and the beardedest driver on YouTube. And I absolutely positively am the captain of the 2K club. Or as the Spanish would say, El Capitan. Or as the French would say, sorry, I'm reading off this thing, Le Capitaine. Or as the German would say, Der Capitane. Or as the Italian would say, Il Capitano. Or as the Swahili would say, Nahoda. And I am. And I've hit 2K for the 6th time. And I hit 2K back to back to back. I know I'm not the first rideshare YouTuber to hit $2,000 driving. I'm pretty sure I'm not. Probably not the first one to hit it twice. I'm fairly certain I'm the only one to do it 2 weeks in a row and then 3 weeks in a row. And I could already sense the judgment even while I'm filming this video. I know all you're gonna say, like, why are you pushing so hard? Why you do? It's like, okay, first things first. I like money. I like making money. I like working hard for money. And this was last week. Last week was excessive. I will be the first to admit. The amount I pushed to make this much money was I would advise against it. But last week was a combination of putting in long hours and being lucky. I had a bunch of really big airport rides last week that just kind of happened. Like, there wasn't really any strategy involved. It was right place, right time, and capitalized. It would not have been possible without some of these high surge airport rides. But to be completely fair, I left both apps on because I think that's important to show you guys how much time is required. So every time I had an airport ride, I ended up leaving the app on all the way back to when I got my next ping, and you guys can see. So it's going to look like a lot of hours, and I did hit a wall last week really bad. I'll be the first one to admit. Okay, so Monday through Friday, at the end of my shift, when I was done driving on Friday, I was at $1,590, which is the most I've ever made in a 5-day period. And I remember thinking to myself, I was done Friday night, and I'm like, okay, I just need $410 more. I'm a realist, so after the quest bonus on Uber, I was like, well, that means I'll only need, or no. Yeah. No. Sorry, I was at $1,490. Sorry, guys. I was at which is still the most I've ever made in a 5-day period. So I was at $1,490, and I was like, after quest bonus, I'm only gonna need $400 something, right? So I knew I was gonna have to drive Saturday morning, and I was gonna drive Saturday night, and I'd probably be able to knock out 2K because I rolled the hours over into Sunday, as you guys know. I'd probably be done if I started at midnight on Saturday. I'd probably hit 2K by 10 o'clock on Sunday morning and then be done. Well, here's what actually happened. I got next to no sleep Saturday morning, Friday night, Saturday morning. I went out and drove. I had a pool party with some old friends Saturday afternoon. So I got home. I took a nap for like an hour and a half. And then I excused myself from the party around 9 o'clock. I drove home. And I told myself I'm going to lay down for an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, wake up, take a shower, and then start driving at midnight. And then next thing I know, I wake up and I lay down at like 9:30 at night, and next thing you know, it's 9:15 in the morning. I just completely just crashed. And then, so I decided I'm still going to try to make this 2K, so I pretty much drove all day yesterday. Now, here's the thing. I want you all to realize the advantages I have over the rest of the driving community. I have a bunch of free time. I like my hobbies, as you guys know, is like stand-up comedy. I like to go to movies here and there. I have more free time than the average driver. I don't have a family. I don't have kids. And I'm in a very, very, very good market. So that's why I'm able to consistently nail the amount of money I do, is because I do commit to driving 50, 60 hours a week, and I don't have the responsibilities that other drivers do. So we have to be perfectly fair with that. Because I have it made in that sense. I know that not everyone can consistently do that for the amount of hours that it takes to hit $2,000. But I mean, here in a major market like Chicago, I still think if you have a good game plan and you stick to it, I mean, you could still make pretty good money in 5, 6. I mean, like I said, if I didn't hit that wall, I would have made $2,000 in 6 days and then took Sunday off. But I like to make my money Monday through Saturday and not worry about Sunday. But y'all know what happens. So let's we don't tell on this channel, we show. So let's go into our earnings from last week on Uber. I always, every week that I can, I always wait until Sunday to cash out my earnings. So last night I did my last airport trip around 2 o'clock, picked them up and dropped them off, and I cashed out the earnings around 2:30, and then they left a pretty big tip. So it's like I still have a little bit of a balance on there. But so this is Uber last week. Check that out, guys. So that's June 25th to July 2nd, and about $17.80. Not my best week ever, honestly, in terms of tips and promos, but it's all good because I donated the tips already. So, and that took 56 in-app hours. Now you have to realize, like I did acknowledge earlier this week, I did have a lot of big airport rides. For example, I had that one trip to Milwaukee that was worth $120. I had that one trip to Aurora with a 2X surge. That trip was $107, but I did leave the app on the entire way coming back until I got a ping for both those long trips. So combined for those two trips ate up about, if we're including driving time coming back until my next ping, those two trips probably ate up 5 hours. So but I did incorporate the airport more last week because there was just a lot of airport surge last week, and I seized on the opportunity. So that was Uber. So just $17.80 for nearly 57 hours. A lot of hours on the app. And now let's go to Lyft. I'll show you my Lyft earnings. Alrighty, let's go into the dashboard here. Let's try to keep this video short, shall we? So, alright, let's go into driving history, and this is for last week. So bear in mind also, so last week was $245 for 19 rides. Now here's the thing, bear in mind, all those hours were obviously not spent driving. I've been hearing about how Premier has been kind of slightly more in demand in Chicago. So literally the entire time I was on the app during the morning rush last week, Monday and Tuesday, I had Lyft Premier on, just waiting to see how long it would take to get a ping. I literally spent 10 hours total during the morning rush both those days, not 10 hours each day, but 10 hours total, Monday and Tuesday, with Lyft Lux on. Sorry, Lyft Lux, not Lyft Premier. Lyft Lux on, and I didn't get a single ping out of those days. So that's why. So maybe 8 to 10 hours of that was me completing Uber trips with just Lyft on, and I did actually do regular trips, but yeah. So as you guys can see there, so I did 19 trips for $245. So that brought me up to 2,025. I did it again, guys. And you know what? And the other reason I pushed so hard last week is because I know it's already been super slow this week. That's just how I knew it was going to happen. I warned everyone. I warned everyone in the group chat. I warned everyone on the videos. We do get our slow season starting July, and I wanted to make this last push to get like one last big weekend, because $2,000 over the next 2 months just will not be possible, not unless you're willing to commit 80 hours to driving, which I do not feel like doing. So yeah, guys, that's all I got for this video. Creeping up on 3,000 subs soon, so I have a special video planned for that, where I'm gonna give some advice out for channel growth. So look forward to that. I want to thank y'all for watching, and yeah, man, I'm gonna go inside, get some rest. I think I've earned it. So yeah, thanks again for watching, guys. Definitely catch up with you guys next time. Until then, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to join the rideshare revolution. And I'm out. Bye bye.